Sulman Rahim here, brothers and sisters. Having trouble, had technical issues here. So I'm gonna have to do this in parts. Got a technician on the way, and they keep dropping. So I'm gonna do some of it today. I want to do it. I was gonna take some time to cover many things today. So I'm just gonna cover one or two as much as I can before the technician gets here. So anyway, let's see what I can get done here, brothers and sisters. Okay, brothers, this is based on my calculations. This is a fact. I'm going to talk more about that in a few minutes. Satan is false Israel, brothers and sisters. Now we can prove it. Synagogue of Satan. And the scripture said they fell. That means they're going to be taken out. And it's going to be so fast like a lightning bolt, and that's about to happen, brothers and sisters, in a few days. Literally a few days, based on my calculations. Now, what I want to do here, brothers and sisters, I talked about this previously. I talked about it extensively, and I found out that it may not got recorded because the internet went out. So I'm not going extensively as I want to right now. Maybe I will tomorrow. But basically, what I'm trying to get you to see here is that gravitational vortex, that represents gravitational vortex, and you see Farrakhan trying to pull you into it. Gravitational vortex, what? Of the American dream, the American nightmare. See, Farrakhan's trying to pull you back into it and take you away from the vision of Abrahamic covenant, which he never talks about the covenant aspect of it, going home. We're going to stay here. We're going to fight for America, right? Scientology, all that stuff, right? That's the American dream, because he's a demon as far as the devil, right? And you got Suma standing here, if you can see that, right? He's blocking, he's trying to rescue you, right? Trying to fulfill the covenant. That's why he messed with the covenant, right? But it's the angel there, and that's him standing angel to keep you from being dragged into, get you your correct mind, so you'll be dragged to the gravitational vortex that Farrakhan, because remember, he's working for the devils. He's a demon. They're trying to keep you here. I'm going to leave it there, brothers and sisters, right? But that's the idea. And see, now here's another aspect of it. Now see, if you are in the gravitational vortex, like he has pulled many of you in, right? All you see is what's inside. So all you see is Farrakhan, American Dream, Scientology. So your brain just as a calculator. I can't get that, understand that. I can't explain that clearly. I can't impress that upon you enough. Your brain just calculates, unless distorted or deformed or something. Other than it's just a calculator. Your mind and brain is not the same thing. Your mind's operating system, and it controls the information that comes into your brain, which your brain calculates. So if you give it bad information, it's going to come with bad decisions. If you tell it whatever information you give it and the information they're giving it, right? So Farrakhan's telling you this is it. Reparation, we're going to stay in America. We're not going anywhere. We got to be the best Americans we can be. Devils ain't devil. He give information that means you're going to make decisions based on that. So you're going to be the best American you can be. You're going to be successful. You're going to get to the house, get the American. You're going to try to fill the American dream because that's all there is. According to him, because that's all you see because you're inside of there. But if you outside, if you got the in your mind, you've been lifted up to a bird's eye view, so to speak, right? Then you see everything. You don't see him, he's a liar. You see he's a demon. You see Suleiman, the mess of the covenant. You see Gog and Magog. You see the Abrahamic covenant. You see all of that because you first you see all of it. But when you inside it, all you see is that. So when you see all of this, then you come to a whole different conclusion. Oh, well, yeah, that's dead. That's bad news over there. We got a land over here that belongs to us. The best part of the planet Earth. Yes. So why I don't need this? I'm gonna go for that. Because that's important. Because you have a limited amount of energy. Everybody has the same amount of energy. So how are you? And right now, I try to explain this before. I'm gonna maybe tomorrow I'll go into more detail with brothers and sisters. At this time in history is the greatest time in history as far as you are concerned, because you see the face of God here in this time in history. During the Holocaust, you saw the God's behind, but now you see the face of God because you see consequence in full. That's what God is, consequence in the purest sense. Consequence. That's the nature of God in the purest sense. Consequence. Mathematics. Right? And right now, you see consequence in all its brilliance, because right now, every action has an opposite reaction in our experience and no leverage. Right? So you reap what you sow. And you put in 10, you get 10 back. So you see a direct connection between what happens to you and what you're doing. That's seeing God face to face. See, when we was in Holocaust, we saw the worst because we put in $10 and we got $5 back. We saw the back end of God, we saw the worst. No matter what we did, we got the worst back. Energy deprivation. So we saw the back parts of God. See, but here we can see the front. We're going to see God face to face. We're going to see more. See, because then you have leverage. So you put 10 and you get 100 back. Right? So if you do, say for instance, if like right now, say everybody gets $10 a day. Say everybody gets $100 a day. $100 a day, so everybody gets $100 every day. So if you go and steal $100 from somebody, you got to pay $100 back. Otherwise, you got $100 with bad luck. You steal $100, you get $100 back. There's no mercy, no forgiveness there, whatever. Right? But during the Holocaust, right? We take 100, we had to get 200 back. That's a better way of saying I said before. If you took 100, you had to get 200 back because we had no leverage. They had leverage over us. So whatever we did, we got more worse back. We did a good deed, I got kicked in the face. See? We obeyed master, still got whooped. So we saw the back end of God. But when you go in the hereafter, you're going to see the best. Because now, if you go out there and you say, for instance, you don't do this, but you still $100 for somebody. But then, see, now you're not getting $100 a day anymore. You're getting $100 extra every day. So today you get $100, tomorrow you get $200, next day you get $300, next day you get $400. You see what I'm saying? It's increasing because your universe is contracting. So therefore, if you take $100 from somebody, right, the next day you got to get $100 back. But it don't hurt you because you got $200 the next day. So you just ain't progress as fast as you want to, but you ain't no harm coming to you because you got $100 to cover the negative energy you just created, and you're still positive. Right? If you give it to them, if you give it back to them 3 days later, you got $400, you get $100 back, you got $300, it's like nothing happened. That's what mercy is. So you got leverage. And that's what you're going into. It's going to be beautiful. But we don't want people going in there that's weak and wicked because they would benefit from that. They were going to hurt people, but they wouldn't get that much negative. You understand? They would be able to get away with it. That's why it's so important to make sure nobody gets near with that like that, because the mercy will extend to everybody. So we can have devils in there and people that would do that kind of thing. Because like I said, they'll say, okay, man, I'll go ahead and punch me in the face, right? Because hey, if I get $100 fine, it don't matter. 3 days from now, I'm gonna have $300 anyway, so that ain't gonna mean nothing. I can punch you in the face all the time. I hope you understand. I'm gonna move on, brothers and sisters. I want to explain that in more detail another time. But see, when you have, now you see everybody, and you see everybody. See, so you're not locked in there. So you need to make bad decisions. Say, hey, I want to go home. I don't want to stay here. I don't need this. I can forget all this stuff. See, I said a lot more I'm going to leave the presentation out there. If you go look at it, brothers and sisters, I can explain more in detail. But I want to move on to another point. And I think probably once I get this fixed, I'll probably go over all this all over again. Once they come out, technicians come out and look at this. Let's go, what happened here? Oh, come on. I know I took care of that. Why is it going backwards here? Okay. The 5 pillars. Okay. And 5 pillars, that's what you will have to, that's a test. And part of the reason why you go to the test because you missed out on a message of the covenant 30 years ago, so now you got to go to tribulation because you have to, you cannot, this is the criteria you need to escape the gravitational vortex. There's no way around it. That's this. If you don't have this, you ain't gonna be able to escape it because you have the energy you need. You need so much escape energy. Put that away, and you have enough energy to escape, but you have to give up everything else to do it. Otherwise, you're not going to escape. You got to escape the gravitational vortex, and most of you are not escaping it. Why? Because you have to use maximum energy, and you ain't doing it. And so therefore, because once you do it, you have the angel. The angel be this is your natural mind. This is your natural mind. But you don't, because angel should be something you should be, once you get your mind, you should be at peace. Because you built this universe out there. It's beautiful, it's perfect. You did it when you had an angel mind. So now you can't understand the angel. And the reason because it's energy management. Because you caught up in the gravitational vortex. And you got to put all the energy you need to escape it. And you ain't doing that. You put, I get something. I'll give them, say a speech. I'll say something, right? And it's not going to work, brothers and sisters. That's why you have to go to hard to tribulation, because they're going to tear down all aspects of this American dream. So you won't have, it says, Allah will lift you up and you cling to the earth. You will have nothing to cling to. See? And that's the reason why you can't understand angel. That's why you're not bringing any verses, because you not putting 100% energy into it. You distract with other stuff. As I say, those love this world's life, there's no point for it hereafter. You, at this point in time, you have to give 100%. Because you look at the face of God. See? Now, if you get hereafter, you won't have to put 100%. But the point is, we don't want you there if you can't get through his, because now you're going to do wicked things and get away with it. Because it's going to be mercy. You have enough energy to do that and get away with it. We don't want that. See? We ain't going to have that. Yeah. Now, let me go to these, and I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters. You have the 5 pillars. The first one is consequence. That's the fundamental nature of God. Fundamental. That's the name, consequence. And you have to have faith in it until you have knowledge. Right? Because faith, that you have to have faith that there's a consequence to everything you do. See, the Christian tell you, oh, you don't know, just believe in Jesus. Okay, go for that if you want. Right? You have to understand that. And so, in your case, you have to have faith. That's a fact. And you have to have 100% faith that is consequent. That means you know if someone does, they're going to pay for it. And you know you're going to pay for anything you do wrong. And you know you're going to get benefit for everything you do is right. You have to have fun. That's everything else follows after that. And that's the angel. You have to get your mind, angel mind. Islam is mathematics, get your mind back. You have that total faith in that concept. Right? Okay. That's the first one. See? That's what gives you success. Because like I said, in your mind, the mind you're given is not something you just come out, pull out your behind. The mind you're given is the scientists write these books. Those are operating systems. The scripts are operating systems. The mind you need to have for that particular season. And that's why if you believe in it, then you'll be successful. If you disbelieve in it, you'll fail. If you you got an ice castle, if you win a person and you invest in ice, you have ice castles, you have snowmen, you have army of snowmen, all that stuff. That's impressive, right? But spring is coming. So they say, okay, now here's a spring book. You say, I don't want that, man. I'm hanging with the summer. I'm going to spring over the winter. You understand what I'm saying? No, that's the mind you got to have, because that's the mind that's coming in. The believer said, no, I'm not going to accept that. But see, the point is they have accept during the wintertime. So they have to suffer a little winter because they have to give up everything, everything that goes with the winter, because they prepare for the summer, for the spring. So they kind of like suffer. They have to suffer their transition phase because now they're giving up everything, the stove and all the stuff, the fireplace, that stuff that goes with the winter, because they're preparing for. So they got right. But you doing fine because, hey man, you got the winter down pat. You got the winter down cold, so to speak, right? See, and then what happens, right? And then spring starts coming in, and then they start being successful. Now they start being successful, and you start failing. See, and all of a sudden, what your ice castles, or that you invested $1 million worth of ice castles. This person invested $1 million on learning how to deal with spring. So you ain't got nothing, man. Look at you. You got $1 million worth of knowledge. You got $1 million worth of ice opera, ice castles and stuff. And what happens? All that stuff melts. All of a sudden, it's worthless. The dollar's going to be worthless one day. So that $1 billion you got opera is not going to mean anything. You see? So ice starts melting. And now you're dying. Everything's failing. And this person, right? They got now they prepare. Now it's preparing for spring. Now they're successful. See, but you love this world's life, so now there's no push for you in the hereafter, because now you invested everything, all your energy in this, and now it's fading away. They invest energy into spring, and now they've been successful. That's trying to be as simple enough as possible for you, brothers and sisters. So now you set the angel key. That's the reality that's coming in. Except that you got to give this up 100%. Say, they tell you you have to give your mother, your father, and everything. He said, man, well, you hold on to them. That means it takes energy to hold on to them, but you need 100% energy to get escape. So that means if you 10%, you 9% ain't gonna do. 99.9% gonna do. You got 100%. So you hold on to them. But see, if they was with you, then you wouldn't have to reject them with you, because they'd be with you. You reject them because they're not with you. Is that too complicated to understand? If they was with you, they wouldn't have to reject because they'd be with you. You understand? They're down with you. But if they stuck in this in gravitational vortex and you're trying to help them, then you're going to be stuck in it with them, because you got to use all your energy to get there. And the bottom line is, it says, seek ye the kingdom of heaven, because all things be added to you. You pay attention to that means? What did we tell Abraham? Take 4 birds, teach them to climb to you, put them on all the mountains, and call them to come to fly. And I explain to you what that means. That means your DNA is your future. And if you make it, you reject your family, you reject everybody, but you make it, you took your family with you, because they're in your DNA. So they didn't make it that way, but now you can bring them back. So you got to connect these dots. But if you lost, your DNA lost, they lost too. Because that's the reward for those that make it. Because you take your DNA, your seed with you. That's the males, right? You take your seed with you. See? That means, what it says, 32 million blacks, they say, 17 million blacks, right? Then Abraham's seed, where they come from? Abraham's seed. Move on, bro. Go to the next one. I ain't gonna be able to complete all these for the service man shows up. Then you're gonna need the your mind. Then you're gonna need courage, because what's happening when they come together, I explained to you, as a single great army. That means you're gonna be at war with these devils. They got an army, the greatest army in the world. You'll be at war with them during tribulation. It's going to be hell. Unprecedented. It's going to be unprecedented violence. You're going to be at war with them. It says, you double them. You haven't got leverage. You double them as it done to you. And come out of my people. That means as you getting the hell out of here. So you're fighting your way out of here, but you're going to be at war with them. As seeing a great army. That's why I see a great army. You're going to be at war with them all the way on your way out of here. And you're going to need courage. Because if you're weak, you're going to falter, and they're going to get you. It says all the cowards and the fearful be joined in the lake of fire, because you're going to need courage, extreme courage. And like I was saying earlier, right? I noticed that I was never a fearful person anyway. But I noticed after it really came to me a few days ago. I was thinking about it. If all the things that's happened to me in the last 20, 30 years, and something happened recently, I mean, and my heart just skip a beat. See? I have any fear at all about anything. People tell me, hey man, ain't you afraid that you're going to get in trouble with all this? I said, oh, do I sound like I'm afraid? Yeah, I'm buffering. So, I'm going to do as much as this part, and then if I do it again, I do, but I'm going to get this part out. Since maybe my sound is coming out okay. But courage, that's supposed to make recital slots. You need total confidence, no doubt in consequence. And you're going to need absolute courage, unprecedented courage, because you'll be unprecedented war, unprecedented times. Yeah, that's what the 5 pillars will get for you. Angel was one of the pillars, right? And you want luck. It's balanced, right? You give instead of take. In other words, you get $100 a day, you don't take anything from anybody. Right? You give, you create your luck. But if you start taking and create negative luck for yourself, now you got negative things happen to you. You got a negative cloud over you going through there. So yeah, you might have courage, you might have consequence, but hell, you watch the consequence of what you're doing, so now you're getting kicked in the ass. That's a consequence, because you worried about. So you don't want that. You want to make sure you have love, positive energy. Positive energy. That's what balance this raise of God. Right? Helping others. Right? You need to help, because that's what you're doing, helping others, helping your brothers and sisters. Right? That produces love for you. But that brings other things into consideration too, right? We'll talk about that in a minute. And then fasting. You want energy. So you have energy to do all these things. Right? Energy. Fasting. See? So now you have energy, because energy takes, so you want to manage your energy properly. Fasting. That's energy management. You understand? So now you want as much energy as possible. And then harsh, right? Harmony, unity. That's your strength. Because now all the people that come together, you got strength. Then you're 32 million, you're 17 million strong. You see what I'm saying? You have all those things together, you're unbeatable going through the tribulation. Those are the 5 things you need, brothers and sisters. I try to put them in that context. Hope you understand it. That's what you need. Now, let me say something. I'm gonna close out, brothers and sisters. I can't do all this. I had a lot of things I want to do. This one time I was going to take my time. But the thing is that you got people that just don't understand, especially our people. They don't understand. And then ease on into the hereafter, whatever. It's not going to happen. Everything costs. You see? And you got to do this 5 pillars. So they think, I had a problem with some of my family members, right? And that gets back to the Jonah thing, right? Because Jonah was told to prophesy that something was going to happen in 40 years. And he didn't want to do it because he said God ain't going to do it. And God didn't do it. And he got mad because he said, you making me like a false prophet. But see, they had another side to that, because those family members, they wasn't really for real. See? Because they was for real, the message there is not that this thing will happen in 40 years. That's not the message. The message is that you need to be building an ark. They said, oh man, there's going to be a disaster in 30 years, right? And it's going to be a disaster, right? Or there's going to be a flood. Okay, yeah. Then you're working around, but you got to build an ark. You want to build an ark if you see. So in other words, oh man, okay, yeah, well let's get together, man. They were having 40 years, man, but they didn't understand. Yeah, okay. You get to the ark, but you help build it. You help build the ark. Say, hey man, you ain't got no pass on here. You help build it. It's the ark, so now you gonna hang around because it's gonna be a flood, but you supposed to be help build an ark. Only people gonna give them arks help build it. So same thing. That the point is they were supposed to learn. They didn't understand. They had to learn the angel. because they thought that it was going to happen, man, just because they said they believe. As the Quran said, you think you believe and don't be tried? Is that what the Quran says? Same idea. I'm not supposed to explain this good, right? They thought, hey, man, let me see if this works. Get off here. They're thinking, hey, man, I believe I'm hanging around here and there. Because no, that wasn't the point. The point wasn't that's coming for a year. The point is that you need to qualify to get the hell out of here. To get back to because the reason why we don't have the best part of the earth, because we have energy deprivation. It takes energy to be able to live on the best part of planet Earth. That's why those over here in the worst part of planet Earth. It takes energy to bat your eyes. It takes energy to think. It takes energy to be any place. Everything costs. So we lost everything. We lost our name, our religion, our land, everything. For energy deprivation. We did that because we wanted to maintain our DNA integrity, which everybody else gave up. We want to maintain our DNA integrity, so therefore, when time reverses, we'd be on top because we have the whole DNA matrix. You understand? And they wouldn't. There's no store together. So that's what we had to hold that. We had to give everything else, and humanity, everything. Hold on to our DNA integrity. You understand? So now we have it. See? So the thing is that was the thing. You have to do that. You say, oh, I'm waiting. No. And you have people right now. And so I was going to go into something. I'm going to leave it here, bro, sisters. But basically, people, it's like, okay, they're saying, I really want to get to this, bro, sisters. But let me see. Well, maybe I got a couple of minutes. Let me see. Let me do it this way. You see here, it says, we see Jerusalem's surrounded by armies, recognize desolation is near. Right? And they'll be great. It said, well, those are pregnant, and we're talking about an angel key. But who are they talking to here? Do you ask yourself, who are they talking to? We see Jerusalem. When is Jerusalem surrounded by armies? See? Yeah, one person, well, I'm not going to that person, they're going. But the point is, what does it mean by Jerusalem by armies? Because it's surrounded by armies now, in a way. What does it mean? But if you want to say angel key, say, okay, then that means that's at the point where they're kicked out of the Middle East. So, because who is said, when you see Jerusalem armies, right? Because no one sees us right now. So when you say, who are they talking to? And they say, the event, you don't have to worry about this event until they're thrown out. You got to put this thing in context. See, when you sit around, okay, that means now they're about to be destroyed. And America's kicked out. The American British kicked out. They're about to destroy, right? And then said, then flee, right? Because days of punishment. Now America's being punished. That's the time it's very soon. Voters are pregnant. Again, that's when they're kicked out because they come after us, right? And those are pregnant nursing babies on days. Don't understand educators pregnant. We found who they're talking to here. Right? And therefore, okay, so they said, who are they talking to? So at that point in time, right? See, at that point in time, who would know about this? See? Because at that point, that's when Suleiman's talking to the NOI. He's talking just before that happens. Remember, he goes in just before, during the war, before, says there had no victory or defeat. There was no victory or defeat. So just before this happens, he goes in. So he's talking to them. When you see that happens, right? Okay, keep that in mind. See? Now look at this. And we see abomination desolation was spoken of the prophet Daniel. Then those who are in Judea, whatever. Well, those are pregnant again. Pregnant at that point, right? In those days, right? So it means they're attacking us, right? They're thrown out, right? And so right now, your time is run out. Your time is run out because you got to go. You can't waste no time. You got to go. Your time is run out. But listen to this carefully. Woe, pray that when you flee, it will not be the winter or the Sabbath. Okay. Now we know the winter or the Sabbath. Now you don't understand this, but understand angel key. The Sabbath represents September. 7th month, which is 7th month from March. First month, right? Okay. In the winter, the first day of winter is 21st of December, which is close. So you say, pray that your pray. I never liked that one. Pray that your flight, right, will be in between that, but sometime between October 1st to December 21st. For every great tribulation will be during that period of time. Think about it. Tribulation will be in that period of time. Right? Okay? So what? In other words, right? You don't want to be fleeing, right? In other words, am I saying this right? Hold on. Prepare your flight will not be right. Be in September or anywhere between during the winter time. So that means you got a window there between October 1st to December 21st. You're hoping that you're praying that your flight will be during that time. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So I can break this down for you. We used to abominate desolation, and then another place, same place with right where it should not be. So again, that's false Israel. So it said 3 different types of ways. Let me back up here. So make sure you understand what he's talking about. They say we should abominate Jerusalem. Talk about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a place. That's it tell you. So you know that. That one tell you it's Jerusalem. This one tell you okay, the abomination of desolation. Peter, let me go back here. Okay, Jerusalem armies, right? They don't mention abomination of desolation here. They say Jerusalem. But then they tell you right here, that's where the abomination of desolation would occur, which is going on right now. Keep that in mind, right? Okay, he said, more pray that not been winter or a Sabbath. Did they say anything about that on this here? Don't mention anything about the Sabbath, anything like that, right? Okay, no. Okay. It's pregnant. Here it says winter or beginning October, 1st October to December 21st, right? Okay, then what? And then they actually, and they say, and it's talking about people that shouldn't be there. So it tells you everything. It tells you this desolation. It tells you it be in Jerusalem and people that shouldn't be there. That's true. So that locks you in. Right? Okay. Then tells you got to flee. So it's talking the same thing. Give you three perspectives. So you lock you right. But look at here. But more pray it will not happen in the winter. So wait, they said about September now. They say anything about Sabbath. They said the winter. Why did they say that? See? So it don't happen. See, they narrowed it down for you. They narrowed it down for you. It don't happen in the winter. In December. Right? Because I always show you 76.6. So it narrows it down to December. Okay? And it's going to be fast like lightning. Right? And it will happen right, before December 21st. But pray. Why pray? Because if it happens on December 21st after that, that's your ass. Pray. Because if your flight is after that, that's your ass. That's what it's telling you. Pray. Because if you after that, that's your ass. Because you probably ain't going to make it. That's why I still pray. It took me a while to think. Because I was getting bugged about it. I said, why he said pray, I gotta do it? Because pray that you got the knowledge to do this before. See? Because it said your flight, remember, you're going to be a flight, but just say, if your flight is after that, that's flee. Because if your flight is after that, you're in trouble. Pray as your flight. It said, when your flight will be, then lock your flight in. It said, pray that your particular flight don't happen after December 21st. That's what it's saying. Okay, let's go on. Okay, here we go. Sabbath, September. So you got there to December 21st. Right? Now, if you waiting, oh man, I can get out of here for December 21st. But you haven't activated the engine. What's your point? Except family members. Oh yeah, man, I'm a Muslim now because this thing's gonna happen. And then if they read the whole thing of Jonah, they know that it wouldn't happen. That's why Jonah was pissed off about it. But they wasn't down with it. They was, hey man, hey, I'm gonna give me a ticket just to be sure. See, I'm gonna give me a ticket just to make sure. It's like, I'm trying to give you a good example, right? You be at the airport, but you ain't got no money to buy a ticket. Put that away. Airport, man. They say, I mean, you gotta catch these planes, man, to get out of here because it's gonna be a real bad earthquake, right? So I got to there, but I didn't bring money for a ticket. Yeah, okay, you got there, but you need a ticket. See? So yeah, okay. You wait and see, and you wait to see that happens. And whether it happens or don't happen, right? That wasn't the point. The point was you prepared if it did happen. If you was prepared, if it don't happen, you still gonna be prepared. Oh, if you a righteous person, you say, okay, this is gonna happen. Okay, let me get righteous. And it doesn't happen. You said, oh, but I'm righteous. I benefited from that. See, I don't know if you understand that. See, because they would pretend to say, oh, man, yeah, man, I'm with you. But they wasn't with me. They was good. Hey, they was afraid that I might be right. And if I was right, they'd come and ask the question, hey, would you stop being poor? Oh man, no, I was stealing pork, man, but I was with you though, man. I was ready. No, man. Did you upload the angel? See, you be on time. No. Well, then what the hell are you here for? Yeah, but you said it was gonna happen. I'm here. Okay, yeah. You said it's gonna be a flood. Man, I'm here, dog. Okay, but you helped build it. No, then get the hell out of here. I don't know if you're getting that point. You understand? And that's what I'm dealing with. It ain't gonna work. See? The lion and the lamb. I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. So he's about to be in a minute. Right? See if I can fix this system because it's been, I don't know if it's not doing like it's buffering right now. I understand, brothers and sisters. I don't know if you understand. If you haven't completed 100%, then you don't understand this. That means you're still in the gravitational vortex. And if you can't break those, if you can't go out there and understand the engine and start using that key, then you have not made it. You're still caught in the gravitational vortex, period. You can call it whatever you want to call it. That's the test. They washed their robes in the blood of the Lamb. What's the blood of the Lamb? That's how they made it. So you can call your qualification, whatever you want to call it, that's what you need to do. Because even if you was allowed to get to the hereafter, you would be more amongst monkeys and apes. Because those people, they'd be thinking mathematically. And you be thinking on your foolish level, nobody's going to pay attention, nobody's going to talk to you. They'll put you in a zoo somewhere. Because you wouldn't be able to handle technology and everything that we're going to be dealing with. You wouldn't be able to talk the language. You got to start doing it now, and you're not doing it. Then you call it whatever you want to call. Oh, well, then that's the way, because you want to look at God like they look at Jesus, go ahead. See? I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you the truth. I'll tell you how it is. That's why they killed messing the prophets. The messing prophets tell them the cold truth. They don't want to hear that. They want a little symphony. I'm just telling you the truth. That's what it needs. Men should be called, few should be chosen. It's perfect. It's going to be a perfect kingdom. That means you got to be perfect. You had the ability to be perfect, But if you're caught in this gravitational vortex and you're stuck, and you're not going anywhere. How do you know you're caught in the gravitational vortex? Because you have not activated angel. And if you look around, where's your energy being placed at? How much energy you applying to the angel? 100%, 10%, 5% to your family, mother, how much you applying? You say it's cold? See, ye first the kingdom of heaven will be added to you. You want to say your parents? Say yourself. Because then you have their DNA in you. It's a whole new way of thinking, brothers and sisters. And in many respects, it's a way of thinking at all, because most of you don't do anything at all. Hope you understand, brothers. I'm going to leave it there. I got a lot of stuff I wanted to cover. Right? This is one of the days I was going to take my time, and it so happens everything went wrong. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of things I wanted to cover here, brothers and sisters. So, once I get it set up, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll take time. Probably take about a couple of hours to go through everything, maybe even 3. Because time is running out, and I wanted to get some things said. But understand this, brothers and sisters. If you understand anything else, they don't sell things for no reason. They don't sell things for no reason. They should be coming together exceedingly great army. That means you're going to be an army. That means it's going to be a war. And where you're going to come right here. Here. That means, and they're already preparing an army to fight you. That's why they keep up with this as much as they can. They're already saying it. Right? They're building ready. Because they know that's a sign of Jonah. You coming together. That's a sign they understand. And they'll be ready for your ass. I told the guy the other day, I saw him in the gym. I kind of do it. You ready for war? Man, I don't want to hear that kind of stuff, man. I don't worry about that. I don't stress over that kind of stuff, man. I'm God. I believe in God, and God handles everything. He's gonna take care of it. Okay. See, that person's dead. You don't even know it. See? That's what they teach you. God, just wait. Let God handle it. God helps us help themselves. I mean, it's not too hard to understand. If you don't help yourself, you don't get help. A lot of them never change the nature condition. They change their own condition. It means if you don't change yourself. But they got you believing this false stuff. This Jesus, that's what got them lost in the dark ages. Or just call on Jesus' name. Say 5 Hail Marys and stuff. No discipline, and they fell for 1,000 years because of that. And they got you, why you got to build no ark, man? God is going to take that. That was Noah's son's attitude, right? I ain't got to waste time to build an ark. I go to high mountain. What happened to his ass? That's what it is, brothers and sisters. I have to deal with the facts, how things are, not how you want them to be. See? So, all right, man, okay. Because he'd be the first one, when they pull the plug, and this whole thing collapsed. The first one, hey, bro, help me. Oh, no. You didn't have time for me then. You don't have time for me now. Get your ass up out of here. That's what they're going to hear, brothers and sisters. Especially those, if you've been studying angel and they're around you, and they respond that way, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Because the first thing they'll say is, you ain't going to be able to do anything about it. They say, hey, didn't he try to talk to you? I didn't want to hear. Why do you want to hear it now? Why do you want to hear it now? No, it ain't going to work. You got 3 seconds to get out of this door before they break your legs. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, because we ain't going to be hurting anybody here. We're going to protect our body. But we ain't going to protect your body. You probably another body, that's your problem. And let me close with this. They got this movie. Like on the weekends, I watch a movie with my wife, I'm married. Right? So I spend some time with my wife on the weekends, right? See? So, now somebody says, see, you spending energy doing that and everything else, right? Well, I tell you, I give 120% every week. So that give me 20% of extra energy, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm not. Anyway, this is called King of Dallas. They plan you. Because all these movies now is we all have family is always biracial and the man like hard he got $1 billion business on. It's all bullshit. We know it's happening in real life. But this one here, all white folks had a plague wiped all white folks out in the 2020s. I think it was 20, 24, 20. Whatever. This died. And left all the blacks left in America. They show how dumb and ignorant they would be and how they was ruled by a tyrant and it was all this stuff. They was killing people. Now, why would they make a movie like that right now? In fact, they would make movies like that. Why do they make all white folks just died of a plague. And our niggas, they got it. And how they treat each other and everything else. Because I told you, they reacted to this message. They showing, yeah, okay, what if we all go? What's going to happen? Y'all going to need us. Don't listen to him. It's called King of Dollars. I ain't seen the whole thing. I don't know, but I watched the whole thing. I watched about 10 minutes. I said, oh, man, why did this come out, a movie like that come out right now? And all the movies about, what they got, what's it got? I can't think of his name. Cuba Gooding, whatever. About demons. And Master Muhammad is a demon. Michael, he's you know. Why they come to those movies like that now? Ain't movies like that before. All of a sudden, they come movies like that. And this particular one, how it's so tyrannical and evil against each other after the was gone. So we was the evil ones all the time. They was taking us from, they was the ones keeping us from tearing each other apart. Oh boy. And y'all are buying it. It's called Dallas, King of Dallas. I'm not sure I'm gonna watch the whole thing because I said, woof. Brothers and sisters, they got you in that gravitational vortex and they're gonna pull you down with them. You don't escape. Hey, I'm here to get information. If you don't use it, that's a lifeline. If you don't use it, that's up to you. We're not gonna lose sleep over, brothers and sisters. Those that make it, welcome. Those that don't make it, great. Well, a whole lot of people didn't make it. Okay, I'm gonna close out, brothers and sisters. Oof. Okay, pretty much. Close out here, brothers and sisters. Uh-oh. I got a problem with my phone here. Wow, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, once I get it straight, I'll do the whole presentation like I wanted to, because there's a lot more I want to talk about, brothers and sisters. Hope you got the major points here. But time is running out. Right? And a few more days. Okay? But if you sit around here watching the clock instead of watching your energy management, you don't get it. You don't get it. See? Because this information you're getting, right, is profound and powerful no matter what happens. See? This information is not to give you to watch the clock. It's to get you to protect yourself, to turn yourself to the God, to control your environment. But if you sit and watch the clock, oh, Noah says it's going to be a flood in 30 days. I'm going to watch the clock. Okay, 29 days. Hey, let's run over here and check Noah out. No, you should be helping build an ark. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. So I'll try to do this whole thing later on. Well, not today. Maybe tomorrow, like I wanted to. But every time I try to do something like this, things go wrong. So, like I said, I planned this about 2 or 3 hours. Okay, assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Let's see.